Hello, I'm back! Did you guys miss me? I know. September was rough. September was a month for sure. I do apologize for being gone so much. And as you can tell, I'm still a little bit sick. I have not actually recovered. It has been almost like a month. So yeah, got mentally sick, got actually sick. We're suffering a little bit, but you know, we're back, we're better. It's time for Booktober. Like, it started. So, this is going to be my personal October biblious TBR today. I don't know yet if I'm going to participate in any readathons. There's quite a few happening, but as someone who is actively in a reading slump and trying to get out of it, I don't want to force myself to do too much and end up screwing over the whole month. But if I'm going to participate in anything, it'll likely be Becca's spookoplathon. Is that what's happening this year, I think? So if I'm going to participate in a readathon, that will likely be it, and if so, I will include that in probably some kind of vlog for you guys, but that is, that's the state right now. I'm not going to be overworking myself. No. You can't come this way. Go away. I don't want to overwork myself too much as I get back into it. Go away, Miss Ma'am. She's trying to jump onto my game. Go away. I love you. You're so cute. Go the other way. So that's kind of what's going on. As for my September TBR, as I mentioned, I was in a major reading slump, so I'm not going crazy. I'm not going to go wild. I'm going to forgive the books that I know I will be reading within the first week of October, and then I'll punishment anything else, so that this is a little bit more fair for me, because if it's just like too intense right off the bat, I will crumble. But I'm excited to get back into reading. There are so many books that I'm hoping to read in October, not only because it's like fall, spooky, haunted season, but also I have so many 2023 releases that I am desperate to get to, and I would really like to jam-pack those into my TBR and just kind of like read, kind of like a mood reading month, which I don't really do a whole lot, but I kind of want to just mood read whatever comes in through Libby, which has been a lot of things that I gotta get on them. So yes, without further ado, let's get into this. Any book club stuff I will mention at the end. I think there's only one though, so that'll be quick and easy. So for my board, I guess, for my board last month of September, again, I've not really actually read much. I haven't read a lot. I think I've read 8 books, which is like a good amount, but coming off from August where I read like 30 something, big, very drastic change. And it was quite difficult wanting to pick up books, but as I've read a few books, my attention span for those books has been awful. I don't know if it's just because like they weren't engaging or gripping enough. I've been rating things so lowly, and it's most likely like the mental health, the like I don't want to read reading slump, but like oof. Okay, so let's take a peek at this board below. Okay, so read a paperback. I will be reading A Certain Hunger. I'm gonna actually finish that in the next 2 days. Next, I have Buzzwordathon, and that one will be staying on the board. I will eventually read other birds. I just really don't care. And right now is certainly not the time to try and pick it up and force myself to read it, because it won't go well. So then we've got Fountain Pen, which I am reading God Killer, and I will be finishing that in the next couple of days. I'm so excited. It's actually sitting right next to me right now, because I will be reading it very, very soon. For the failed TBR jar, I read The Rattled Bones, and it was fine. I really went into this like thinking it was gonna be really good, and it was just like kind of so-so, but I think that might have been my fault. I don't know, but it was fine. For fan art, I'm supposed to be reading The Secret History. The audiobook was available on Hoopla, and then when I went to pick it up, it was unavailable. So I had to request it on Libby, and so whenever that comes in, I will finally read The Secret History, even though I'm not like super eager about it, but I will do it. 2 or More POVs, I'm reading All of Our Demise. I have plans to read it this week, so I will remove it. Anything that I say I'm going to be reading and then I actually don't, I will take a punishment next month. Next month is going to have like a lot of fun special different things to celebrate 1 year, so stay tuned for that. But Continuing on, LGBTQIA rep or author, I'm reading Wilder Girls, which again I will finish soon. I know, I suck. And the last one, shopping bag. Books purchased this year, I will be reading Loot or Blood and Moonlight. I'm gonna read them both, but yes, that will also get read. And Fountain Pen will stay for another month because NaNoWriMo is coming up and I'm so excited. I think I wrote a total of, I maybe wrote like less than 500 words this month, which isn't bad. As for my punishments, yes, to read a book opposite to what I last read. I'm reading Crying in H Mart. I will be finishing that. I just need like a good moment to sob because I know it's gonna make me cry. And for Book That You Ghosted, this one's like a big deal. I've had this on my board for quite a while. My intent with it was to read Morning Star by Pierce Brown, which is the third book in the Red Rising saga. I am vetoing my option. I'm getting rid of it. I'm saying no more. It's been on the board for so long, and I have come to the decision to soft DNF Morning Star for the time being. Next year, 2024, Eliza and I are going to be doing a read-along, buddy read of the entire Red Rising saga series leading up to the final book that comes out potentially April 2024. It might be later, but that is my plan, is just to binge the series right as the last book comes out, Red God. So I will keep you guys updated on that if you guys are interested in reading along with us or not, but we haven't really like finalized anything. That's just hesitantly the plan, and I'm gonna stick to it because I don't see myself jumping back into the Red Rising world until I can pick Red Rising back up like for a reread. So that's kind of the plan. That's what's going on. Great. As for my 2 effect cards, I'm supposed to buy 2 books. One book that I've never heard of, and then a book just for me. I actually did not buy a single book in the month of September. I think that's how you know the mental health is extra rough, when like things that you typically do don't give you any joy or anything. So yeah, I did not buy a book, which go me. I did have pre-orders come in that kind of like helped with the craving. I actually loved a lot of the unboxings for September. I have that on my video of unboxings on my channel already if you missed it and you want to check that out. But that concludes my September wrap up. Now we can get into this month's TBR. Let me draw my cards up to 4. This will be my hand that I can play. A weird book, or so you've heard. Interesting. Okay. Next one is magical realism, my like absolute least favorite genre. Next, a book with clouds or sun on the cover. Oh no, I don't know if that's gonna give the vibes. Okay, and then finally, Found Family. Ooh, my goodness. I don't know what to do, so I'm gonna improvise. My tokens are down to 0, which means that I'm technically supposed to buy another book, but because of like everything going on, I'm just gonna leave it be, and we're just gonna restart my pool, just to make my life just like a little bit easier and just a little clean and simple. So, there are many things that I want to read in October, but I don't know what any of the covers look like off the top of my head or what tropes are in any of them, so this is going to be very difficult for me. Okay, my camera died, but I did find a book, so I am going to play first book with clouds or sun on the cover, and for this I'm going to be reading Vampires of El Norte by Isabel Cañas. There's a storm, there's clouds, boom bada boom, boom bada boom, bing bada boom. Anyway, so this is the newest from Isabel Cañas, the author of, I know what it is, I've read it. Oh my god. I'm so embarrassing. The Hacienda. I am so embarrassing. So this is the same author of The Hacienda. This is a vampire Mexican Western. And I'm gonna be so real with you, the Western part really worries me. I hate Westerns. Western movies are like my absolute least favorite genre? Setting? Whatever you want to call it. I don't like it. So I'm a little bit nervous when it comes to this one, but I am excited. I don't know anything more than that, but Vampires and Veracruz face off on the Texas-Mexico border in the supernatural western from the author of the Hacienda. Yeah, so I'm excited for vampires. Everything else is a little bit questionable, I'm not sure, but I do have plans to read this early in the month of October, so I can for sure get it on the TBR and like check it off, and that's just gonna feel really good. I also really like this cover. I think it's beautiful. I love the colors, love the setting, love the vibes. I say love the setting as in like the artistic style, the atmosphere, but not necessarily the actual vibes. I forgot to move, take my piece. I can also draw an effect card, which is participate in a readathon. Of course it is. Of course the 1 month that I'm like, I don't know if I want to do a readathon is of course the time in which it tells me to do exactly that. Okay. Well, besides Becca's Bookathon, which again, I do want to participate in, I'm just a little nervous that it's gonna be too much. Books with Lexi is also hosting a readathon every weekend of the month of October. I think there's 5 in total. Every weekend is going to be like a mini readathon where you pick a prompt, a photo prompt, and some other prompt, and kind of do like a mini weekend reading, which I think is fun. I might jump in and participate with that here and there. A lot of people are going to be sprinting for that, which is going to be fun. And the other readathon that I do hopefully get a chance to participate in is going to be Horror-a-thon, hosted by Ashley's Little Library. This is a bi-monthly readathon, but for the month of October, it's also going to be a weekend-based readathon, I believe. So there's definitely options. We'll figure it out as the time comes. As for my discards, let me resituate a little bit. I think I'm going to at least discard these two. Magical Realism, weird book. I just don't, nothing is coming to mind, and I just want to have a good reading month, you know? You get it. Okay, so I'm going to draw my hand back up to 4 for the next round. A book with all of the letters in your name in the title. Oh my god. Random color generator. And finally, poetry. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. So, I'm going to move over here. I'll take 2 tokens. And I think just like make it easy for myself, I'm gonna just do random color generator. Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna use my iPad, I guess. If you didn't know, I use my phone here to record the game because I only have one camera. And then my actual camera to record me for, you know, best quality or whatever. Okay, random color generator. That says blue-green, but it looks straight black. Vampires of El Norte would have been like really good for that, but I think I have something that will work. So this might be like a little, not cheating, but like a little loose of terms, but Bring Me Your Midnight has kind of, it's definitely more blue, but it matches what that was. I'll take a screenshot and I'll like compare for you guys to see, and you can be the judge. But for now, tentatively at least, I'm going with Bring Me Your Midnight by Rachel Griffin. This is the beautiful new 2023 release, which, as we've talked about, is my goal. Just reading all of the releases I was excited for. My book is very well broken in already, even though I've never read it. But it has like it feels different. It's got an interesting feel. I don't know how to explain it further than that. But I'm very excited. I've actually not seen many reviews on this, surprisingly. I feel like there was a lot of like hype around it. People get really excited. I love Rachel Griffin. She is in a particular author sphere that I just love and adore. Rachel Griffin, Adrienne Young, Adeline Grace, Stephanie Garber, Erin A. Craig, like those authors are all like kind of friends with each other. They're all like Pacific Northwest centric, like they all tour together. Like that is my dream is to have like an author friendship like that. But I love all of them. They're all some of my favorite authors, as well as just like people. They're incredible. So I'm very excited to get this on the TBR. I don't know anything about this. I do not know what tropes is going to be in this. I know that Rachel Griffin typically follows the witch protagonist that either wants to or doesn't want to be a witch, and that like impacts the morals and motivations, and then like something happens and there's always a love interest. I think the love interest in this has a dumb name though. Yeah, his name is Wolf, which I don't know how I feel about it, but either way, this is gonna go on the TBR. I'm very excited. This TBR excites me. I'm so pleased. Okay, and I can pull another effect card, so this is going to join a book club for the month. I guess we will talk about it now then. So the month of October, the Literally Dead book club pick is The Family Game. I don't remember who this is by, but I do think that it was a book of the month pick last year or something. Either way, I know that the audiobook is widely available on Libby and Scribd, so it'll be easy access, and that will of course be what I read towards the end of this month. But I will also read the November Literally Dead book club pick in October, because I have the audiobook on hold and it's a new release. It's Midnight is the Darkest Hour by Ashley Winstead? I'm doubting myself. You know, the author of In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. That is the like fan voted pick for November to end the year out, and I have the hold on Libby right now, and so like the second it comes in, I have to read it because more people are also requesting it, so it's not one that I can just like kind of push off. So once I get it, I have it and I will read it. So those both count for this effect. I know that like I don't necessarily have to include those. If I can get them on this TBR, great. If not, those are what I'm reading. Cool. Great. Okay. Drawing my hand back up for less than 5,000 Goodreads reviews. Okay, that might be doable. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna take one, and I'm actually going to play 2 prompts on this location. I can play 2, so that will bring us up to 4 books. I'm going to play less than 5,000 Goodreads reviews, and I'm gonna go, I don't know how this has so low. It kind of hurts me a little bit. I feel a little bad. But one of my, I wouldn't say favorite book because it's 4 stars both times, but I've reread it 2 Octobers or 2 like years in a row. It's been a lot of fun. I read The Dead in the Dark by Courtney Good, and it's a story I really enjoyed, and I actually try to push a lot of people to read. I think it's really good. It's sapphic, it's adorable, it's ghost hunting, it's small town, it's so fun. And they had their 2023 release come out recently, and I have it currently on hold with Libby, and so I keep pushing it back, but I feel bad that like nobody is requesting to read it, and there's currently 981 ratings, which like is sad, but it's got a 3.65, Where Echoes Die. I'm very excited. I do not know what this is about. I'm going completely blind, but I'm very excited because I know this author. I know it's going to be queer, which always just like queer horror, man. That's where it's at. That's the place. That's where it's at. So I'm actually pretty excited to get to this. So yes, that's going to be that pick. And then I think my other one will be, I didn't think this through. Oh no, I did not think this through at all. Here, I like, in my head, I was like, I know what other book I'm going to pick, and then I did. No, I didn't. Okay, so the other one that I will play is a book with all the letters of my name in the title. Now, obviously, I have a kind of long name, repetitive name, Samantha. I could also do Sam for easement of myself, but because I have a little more challenging of a name when it comes to titles, I will also be including the author's name in the title. So for this, I've actually gone with Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. Why? Because her name has an S and a lot of A's, and those are very important, but also an M. Weirdly enough, there's not a lot of like books with M's in the titles that also have like S's and A's. Anyways, you get the drift. Oh my gosh. I'm out of practice at recording, I'm so sorry. So anyways, Mexican Gothic, this is actually on my 12 friends recommend 12 books list. So I actually like super got to get to it. I like the Hacienda, so people say that they're quite similar, so I'm probably going to like this as well. It is horror about a woman whose like sister, I think, gets married and lives in like this very big house, and weird stuff's going down. So she's like, I'm gonna go to visit my cousin or sister or whatever. And she's like, this is a little sus. And I guess like spooky things happen. It's gothic. That's all I really know. I'm pretty excited. This has like raving reviews all the time. Everywhere you look, everybody loves and adores this. So I'm actually pretty excited to check it out finally and say that I can read it. Hopefully I can get an audiobook to go with it because, oof, attention span's not there. Okay, and so for the final one, let's just move back here. Take a token. Oh, I have to draw my hand back up to 4, thank goodness. New series. Or add to an ally. Oh my gosh, how exciting. Where did I put the book? Alright, so the final one on this TBR is going to be a new series. So I can discard those 3. And for new series, I'm so excited. I will be reading Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. This is a very new release. It is a Red Tower Books publishing. Red Tower Books, the same publisher who released Fourth Wing, and for that singular only reason, I'm actually very interested in everything they ever come out with. This is the pretty sprayed edge paperback. I'm so excited for this. I'm going to be buddy reading this with Eliza and Emily. I think Eliza is starting it today, or at least maybe tomorrow. So I'm super excited. I have the audiobook on hold as well, so I'll definitely be picking this up very soon. I'm so excited. This just sounds like a very fun, silly time. Assistant wanted, notorious high-ranking villain seeks loyal, level-headed assistant for unspecified office duties, supporting staff for random mayhem and terror, and other dark things in general. Discretion a must. Excellent benefits. This sounds like it's gonna be so much fun and so silly and just like an overall good time. Apparently it's a romance, which I did not know. I guess that makes sense. I didn't really like, I was like, maybe it's just like a silly haha little fantasy. But either way, I'm very excited. So I'm glad that I was able to get this on the TBR. This is gonna be, I believe, a trilogy? I'm not sure, but I'm very excited for the author. She deserves the hype. I'm very excited, very intrigued. Okay, now, because I did not finish The Secret History, and I will take complete fault and blame for that one because, you know, I'm going to pull a punishment, which will be discard. Okay, that's not a fun punishment. I'm going to pull a punishment. 48. Instant regret. Okay, 48-hour readathon. I will definitely do that. I can do that. I actually have plans to do a 24-hour readathon, potentially 2 24-hour readathons, so I guess I will have to now. That's fine. It's fine. It's cool. It's cool. Everything is really cool. I can absolutely do this. I'm actually very excited to get back into reading. I'm hoping that life stays relatively cool and chill. I did pass my tax exam. If you have stayed up to date with my life a little bit, I have been studying for many months to get my tax license, and I did pass the exam finally. So yeah, I'm a licensed tax preparer now, so I not only do bookkeeping, but I also taxes, which is a lot of learning and just it takes up a lot of my time. And so work is steady. We've got a deadline coming up, so it's a little bit busy, but then come November, it's gonna like dip a little bit, and it's just gonna be taking classes and seminars, which is so fine by me. Also, NaNoWriMo's coming up, so there's gonna be some fun prep for that. It's just everything. I'm really excited. October is going to be my month. I guarantee. It's gonna be my month. It's gonna be a great time. I'm going to be happy and enjoy life again. That's the goal. That's the plan. I have so much going on with Booktober, you guys. It's back. I'm so ready. I will be, yeah, posting one video every single day for an entire month, which is a big challenge. I'm very excited, a little bit nervous, a little bit scared, especially like if I don't want to read books, like what am I gonna do? I don't know, but we're not gonna worry about it right now. For now, we're just gonna look at my very nice new release TBR. The only book on my TBR that is not a new release is Mexican Gothic, and I'm quite okay with that. I'm very excited to get to all of these. I'm very excited to be excited about reading. Take a shot when I take a shot of water for health reasons. Every time I say excited, oh my god. Oh, I need to learn new adjectives. Anyway, thanks for watching and hanging out with me. This was a lot of fun. I'm excited. I will now be participating in a readathon, so I will keep you guys up to date on that and what's going on. It'll likely be, maybe I'll do like a weekly vlog for booktober. We'll see. Who knows? I'm kind of taking day by day, letting the waves take me wherever they take me, or whatever the sayings are. So that's it. I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna get going so that I can, you know, edit this, get ready for you guys to have a lot of content. Do not feel bad if you do not watch all of my content. It is completely okay. 31 videos is a lot. I get that. Watch the ones that you're interested in. Catch up on them when you're bored and need something. I don't care. I just hope that you guys enjoy and have fun with me and get excited for the spooky month of October. I'm so excited to decorate and just get into the atmosphere, you know? Yes, okay, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna go now. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me. Give this video a like, subscribe, do all those fun YouTube things. You know the drill. I will see you guys tomorrow for my October anticipated releases. There are so many books coming out. Oh my god, let's talk about it tomorrow. See you there.